Are you tired of feeling burned out? I know I used to feel burned out all the time. And then I discovered some tips, tools, and strategies to go from burned out to balanced, beautiful, and abundant. I will be sharing them on this show, as well as interviewing experts that are going to help you transform from exhausted to energized and stressed out to serene. If you're ready to break free from the burnout for good, let's jump into the show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Whitman, taking you from burned out to balanced, beautiful, and abundant. Today, we have a friend and a colleague of mine in the studio. Welcome to the show, Tammy Peterson.
Hello, thanks for having me, Rebecca.
You are so welcome. I'm so excited to have you on the show. Tammy has a career of many, many years. She started doing luxury travel, working directly with hotels. Then she founded Wellness Marketing Limited, and Wellness Marketing Limited pairs wellness influencers with these beautiful luxury exotic properties, and she curates these amazing travel experiences, retreats, adventures, anything to do with health, wellness, luxury, getting to like experience the best, highest version of life in yourself as part of her mission. She just started a new division of Wellness Marketing Limited called, what is it?
Evolve Retreats.
Evolve Retreats. And I am so excited. Tammy and I have found each other through the destiny of Instagram, and we are planning a couple really exciting events for 2025. We'll tell you all about those in a minute. But first, Tammy, tell us, how did you get into this luxury wellness travel space?
Well, I started out many years ago doing public relations and marketing for preferred hotels and resorts, and I just fell in love with travel. We had our own agency after that, and really were working very heavily in the Caribbean. And I started realizing it would be so nice for people to be able to come for long weekends to my hotel partners and experience wellness programs. So we started curating those and building them and aligning ourselves with influencers like yourself, whether it be leadership but at the time it was mostly fitness. And we were just developing these really fun weekends where people could come and really be transformed in a 4-day period. And honestly, just focus on themselves because we don't get to do that a lot. So we started creating these experiences and it grew and grew. And then COVID hit. So we rebranded and restarted, and flash forward 3 years later to now. Now we're doing a lot of retreats for people that are going through a lot of different things. So obviously fitness and health are important, but we also are doing leadership retreats like we're doing with you, Rebecca. We're doing a lot of sobriety retreats. We're doing couples retreats. We have happy camps. We have all kinds of things that I think are so amazing for people to really just go away to a destination for 4 days, especially women. It's really hard for us to kind of get out of our lives and get away and really go through a transformation in a very short period of time because it's focused and nobody's around to distract you. And it's just really a great sort of container experience where women can learn amazing things from these leaders in this long weekend.
What do you think makes a successful retreat?
Beginning, a middle, and an end. And what I mean by that is like a process, right? I want my leaders to be able to take people through a process. I want someone to say, I feel like X, and go on this retreat and walk through the process on a daily basis and get to an end and say, wow, I feel better. I'm different. I'm less burnt out. I'm less exhausted. I know how to care for myself differently. I know how to care for my marriage differently. I can learn that there's other people just like me. I think also the most successful things about one of these events or these retreats is that we get community. I think as we get older, especially as women, it's hard to make friends. It's hard to really connect with people. And when you find your tribe and people that are just like you, whether it's your equal in business or people that are kind of going through similar situations, I think it's so nice to have a community. And I've seen these women connect and go on retreats over and over and over again throughout the year. So that's the best part to me, is going through a process and coming out differently and finding new friends and new people to connect with.
What has been your most miraculous success story from a retreat?
Oh gosh,
I'm sure there's a lot.
there's so many. I think, just generally speaking, without kind of calling out individual people, is just that I've watched people really become such amazing friends, and again, like I mentioned, I feel like, especially going through different things as women, I feel like it's really hard to connect and make friends with people. And, you know, I've watched people just form friendships that are still going strong 10 years later. That's the best part to me.
Lifelong friendships.
For sure. For
I
sure.
remember one of my friends, her marriage was on the rocks, and she's like, we're going to this last ditch marriage couples retreat. Like, if this couples retreat can't save your marriage, they basically, like, at the end of it, recommend a divorce lawyer. Like, and a lot of them, a lot of the people on this last ditch marriage retreat, they did save their marriage. So I'm like, it's amazing when you take people out of their regular routine and the hustle and bustle of the fast
Yeah.
pace that we're all on, and really, put them in a luxurious, exotic environment. You can go so much deeper for, a marriage or just personal growth, or like my retreat. So let's talk about the first one that I'm going to be doing. It's actually Mindset Manifestation Mastermind. And I chose to call it a mastermind rather than a retreat, because mastermind is from one of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich. And it's the premise that when there are a bunch of really intelligent, personal growth seeking, spiritually evolved people in the same room, it's way greater than just one coach or one speaker just lecturing the whole time. A mastermind means it's going to be collaborative, and we're all going to be feeding off each other's energy and learning together. And it's like the sum of the parts are greater than the whole. And this mastermind is going to be at the Playa at Aya. And I've been looking at the website. I'm like, oh my God. First of all, I already love Playa del Carmen. I like to say that Playa del Carmen is like if Europe and Mexico had a baby, it would
So
be Playa
true.
del Carmen. Because Playa
So
del
true.
Carmen has like so many cute little cafes and cute little shops, and it's so like bohemian and artsy and just colorful, and there's just music and food. And I love that the dogs are just roaming free. Like the dogs are sitting next to your table, like begging for food, which I don't mind at all because I love dogs. And instead of coffee shops at every corner, there's cacao shops. Hello, cacao is what chocolate is made from, and it's so heart opening. So I love Playa del Carmen. And when you told me about the Palmaya at Aya, I was like, I've got to look this up. It is like an oasis of luxury, health, and spiritual transformation. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the Palmaya at Aya property?
Yeah.
Are you tired of endless diets and frustrating results? I know I was, and I didn't want to count calories, count macros, and I definitely didn't want to jab myself in the stomach with a needle to get the benefits of GLP-1. I'm so grateful I discovered the body transformation system. I have been on this easy to follow supplement program for a month, and I cannot even believe it. I went from 25% to 17% body fat. I haven't been under 20% body fat in my entire adult life. What I love about this system is it's all natural. It helps you regulate appetite, boost your metabolism, and burn fat. No chemicals, no needles, no harsh stimulants, no side effects, just results. All you have to do is go to the show notes to grab your sample. I can't wait for you to get the same results that I'm getting, and let's get lean and strong together. See you back in the show.
Yeah, it was created probably about 5 years ago.
So
And
it's new.
yeah, it's new, and it was created for that purpose, where people can, first of all, the resort is vegan, but they have meat and fish options, but it mainly
Oh,
sort of
that's great.
stems from that kind of a diet. And yeah, and alongside of coming in, eating healthy, getting the best, most freshest organic ingredients, there's programming all day long. You know, aside from being able to go to the spa and do massages and things like that, there's yoga classes, there's sound healing, there's all kinds of different things that people can participate in. So for us as retreat organizers and you as a retreat leader, there's all kinds of things that you can sort of add into your experience where people can get added benefits in their wellness program while you're running the retreat. But aside from that, it's surprisingly beautiful. It's very jungle looking, but then you'll go into the restaurants or into the different common areas and the buildings are glass and beautiful and you're like, where am I? It's just so different and unique, and I was really blown away with the beauty of how it's designed, and the rooms are all, again, brand new, and it sits on the ocean, and we can do really great little kind of powwows and um, bonfires on the beach. So it's just a
Wow.
gorgeous place. It's just tucked away. It's private, and I think that our guests are really going to love it. We run a lot of retreats here. Just because they do such a beautiful job with our guests, and it's an amazing destination, easy to get to. Fly into Cancun, it's like an hour's drive from there, and there's just so many great things about the property.
I didn't realize they had, aside from what I'm going to be talking about, there's like all these classes people can take
Yeah,
all day long. So it's
yeah,
literally like an immersion in personal growth. And what a better way to start 2025 in January than
so
even if
true.
you know, like it's a vegan, if you want meat, like she said, it's available, but to eat really clean, to take all these like invigorating like yoga classes, sound baths, and what I'm going to be teaching is I'm going to be teaching my signature 7 pillars of abundance. We are going to talk about all 7 areas of your life and what is the next step for you in 2025. We're going to look at what worked in 2024, what didn't work. We're going to release your limiting beliefs, and we are going to create an amazing roadmap for 2025 in these 7 areas, which are your spirituality. How can we deepen your
Love it.
relationship with your higher power? How can we upgrade your prayer, your meditation, your morning practice? We are going to talk about your fitness. How can we get you to the next level of your fitness? What do you want to feel like? What do you want to look like? What size do you want to wear? How do you want to feel in your body? We're going to talk about that. We're going to give you goals, and we're going to give you a lot of tips, tools, and strategies in the area of fitness. We are going to talk about your emotional life. How can you create more calm? It's been such a crazy few years. How can you stay calm in the face of all this chaos? We're going to tell you exactly how to do that. We are going to talk about your love life. If you have a marriage, we are going to show you how to spice it up. And if you don't have a marriage and you want one, we are going to show you how to manifest your soulmate in 2025. And if you're just not looking for a relationship, we're going to show you how to deepen the self-love and the relationship you have with yourself, because you can have a romance with another person or with life. The next thing we're going to look at is your mindset, the mental pillar. What do you want to learn in 2025? What can you lean into as far as a new skill set, a new heart set? How can we help you grow mentally? Then we're going to talk about your social life. Who do you want to hang out with? What kind of events do you want to go to in 2025? Do you want to go to more personal growth events, trainings, networking events? What kind of clubs and associations? Do you want to host more parties? Do you want to go to more parties in 2025? We're going to talk about your social life. And finally, we're going to talk about your financial life. I know that people have been feeling like the inflation and things have been a little bit tough financially, but we are going to help you learn how to create more financial abundance than you've ever thought possible, how to take your income to the next level so that you can have more freedom. Because to me, money is about having the freedom to do what you want, when you want, where you want, and with whom you want. And we're going to talk about how to take your financial abundance to the next level. And it's going to be such an amazing retreat between learning the 7 pillars of abundance. You're going to get to do a vision board. You're going to create your power word. You're going to have a power playlist. You're going to leave there with so many tools to create a life beyond your wildest dreams for 2025 and beyond. And because you're listening to this live or this podcast, I think Tammy might have something special for you. I'm kind of putting her on the spot here. We didn't plan this.
Yes, we still have a discount that's in effect for anyone that signs up, I think before the end of the month. And I believe that the code is just Rebecca, but you can also just always message me and we can talk about just getting a $200 discount to kind of help you make that decision. You know, I think, Rebecca, what you're talking about, especially as women, sometimes we don't have control of our years, no matter how hard we plan them out. I think going into it with a solid roadmap and knowing really what we want to focus on, even when the wheels start falling off, it's just, I think it's so good to have. And I love that you provide that for women because it's important. Our lives are busy. Sometimes things get crazy, and to really know what our goals are, it's a wonderful thing that you do. And I'm so excited about this retreat in particular.
I am so excited. So just for being lucky enough to listen to this, you are getting $200 off the retreat. You can go to the link in my bio on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, the pillar.io link to learn more about it. And Tammy, how can people find you on social media, and what is the new website for your retreat company?
So our website is the same. It's Wellness Marketing Ltd. There's a link there that says Evolve Retreats, and it'll click down and show you all the retreats that we have scheduled in 2025, which is so many right now. But you'll be able to find Rebecca's there as well, and then you'll learn a little bit about what we do. But the retreats especially are all there, so many different experiences. But for women, for this one, because it's at the beginning of 2025, Rebecca, I love that it's a great way to kick off the next year.
It is the best thing you'll ever do for yourself. It is going to, yes, it's going to kick off 2025 in the best way. You're going to start the year with so much momentum, so much confidence, so much certainty that you know exactly what to do and how to do it. And you'll leave there feeling not only spiritually enlightened and super high vibe, but you'll actually have practical tips, tools, and strategies to make sure that 2025 is your best year ever. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening to another amazing episode of the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant Show. Thank you, Tammy Peterson, for being my business partner and my friend. And I can't wait to see what we create in 2025 and beyond. And I'll see a lot of you guys in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Look up this retreat. It's called the Palmaya at Aya. This retreat is like luxury, wellness, and spirituality all rolled into one, off the charts. Check out the resort. It's amazing. And I can't wait to see you there. Bye, everyone. And until we meet again.
Awesome. And again,
go ahead. Keep your
just the website.
Oh, yeah.
The website to find your retreat is Wellness Marketing Ltd. And then you click on it to find Rebecca's retreat. She's listed under the leadership retreats.
Perfect. So you heard it again from Tammy. Go to the leadership retreats under Wellness Marketing. And again, if you go to the show notes or my link in bio, it's all there.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Whitman, helping you go from burned out to balanced, beautiful, and abundant. I can definitely help you do that in a luxury retreat in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. But my mission is to do this every week on the show. And until we meet again, keep your vibe high and magnetize. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to another amazing episode of the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant Show. I hope you found great advice and actionable tips. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend. And if you loved it, rate, review, and subscribe. We are so excited to watch you transform from burned out to blissed out as you continue with us on this transformation journey. Until next time, keep your vibe high and magnetize. Imagine looking back at the end of 2025 and saying the best decision I ever made in the entire year was going to the Mindset Manifestation Retreat in Playa del Carmen, Mexico with Rebecca. Not only will we set intentions, goals, and strategies for your new year, we will give you 21 customized affirmations, a vision board, a power word, a playlist, and every tool you need to get all 7 pillars of your life to a level 10 and to crush your goals in 2025. In addition to all the goal setting and masterminding, you'll get to relax in a luxury spa, do yoga, and have a sound bath, all at a beautiful retreat, an amazing Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And if you can't make it all the way to Mexico, which I know you want to do, and I can't wait to see you in Mexico, I'm having a little mini version of that on December 29th. It is a free training I do every year for my community called the New Year, New You Workshop, where you will get 21 customized affirmations to make sure that 2025 is your best year ever. Go to the show notes to learn more. I'll see you at the